I'm finna beat you. Yeah, but everybody scammed though, bro. Nah, I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to hit for 1,000. 1,000 for a week. I only play 100 or less games. I'm finna beat your man up right quick, and I'm gonna show y'all what the Wildcat do.
Welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to
Cause you sorry. You the sorriest person in the group. How you gonna play me? You just lost. Who the fuck does that?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
So who is that boy? He sounds sorry. His game tag sounds sorry.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now
I'm about to make an example out of you. I'm live on YouTube.
We continue to see so much
and you the one who just got in the group.
Is now coming from those hybrid type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit.
Hey, listen, my name ringing bells in the Madden Nation, man.
Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
My damn
Throwing on third down, Watson. He may try and run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up.
I'm sweet. I'm like top player, bro.
Take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I'm finna beat your man.
Really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
You can run it all you want, but you can't run it like me.
Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
I ain't got nothing to talk about, man.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going.
Tell them to sign up for Game Lounge if you want to play for money.
Strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to.
Your man's scared, man. Well, he ready now? Your man's scared.
For it. It's Brady.
I don't want.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this
dropped the ball, bro.
Defense stands tall. Okay, partner.
He had 2 steps in and dropped the ball. That's an animation glitch.
And the L.A. Rams, 2 teams that had to go on the road and win their respective conference titles.
It ain't no glitch.
The Patriots, who went to 8 straight AFC championship games, back in the Super Bowl yet again, yet they believe they're the underdogs and feel like the whole world is against them. How did they get to adopt that posture? But it's working for them.
And remember, by the way, the Patriots, their first Super Bowl win was against St. Louis days.
So a lot has changed for the Rams since then. And the Patriots, consistently the most successful team in the NFL. This is going to be fun.
He want to get famous off my name, but he ain't going to get the win, though.
Here's Watson now on second down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, you trash ass. You trash. Look how you playing. You playing trash.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best.
I'm going to beat the shit out you, and I'm going to leave this group, and I'm going to let y'all know what the Wildcat for. And I'm going to leave it at that.
In that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Oh, he mad because I'm finna run the Wildcat on him.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 36.
Because you trash. You just lost.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down. And the
athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 27 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their off-season hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the 2 of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished.
And he fires.
Oh, this man is trash, man. Get this man out of here, man. Hey, tell that man, Mike, whatever his name is, the dude.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Tom Brady in that.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That shit ain't developing how I like how I want it, but I'm going to get it. I'm running stupid.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. Well, this past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
Now LeBron, this is Alfred Blue. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Let me guess, he's going to pass it now.
This is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. $11 more on that one, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Caught here by Griffin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for the offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they'll run for it with Miller.
No.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going
He finna
backwards.
cry in the car.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down.
He finna cry in the car. This dude trash, man. He talk all that trash, and he losing. This dude garbage.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
And a loss of 3 to bring
1 yard per carry. That motherfucker ain't get no yards in Wildcat.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
We should have failed.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll find QT on the right side complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Space to run past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking deep downfield.
Look at that.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Give me that.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he almost bounced off of
The
that.
building fool right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And Gostkowski's kick is good. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. His throw caught around the 6. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Spins away. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. There he goes inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence in the NFL where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Watson. The 20. Caught left side Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. From the red zone now, Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I already knew something.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come up in an offset eye. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Going downstairs.
Ohio! Let's go!
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 29 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And, well, that's his second.
Very, very well.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at
D-word.
for them a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. The interception woes, they just continue.
You got cases of water? I thought we had brought another case of water.